Yeah, but my brother knows it's softball. I went to Forest Hills, I went to Hillcrest. Yeah, I went to Forest Hills and Hillcrest, but I ended up in Fair Academy. So it probably had to be like an 8th or 9th grade.
I know.
Thank you. Calm down, Terence. Hey! What did he do?
Thank you, Joel, and you know, I hope one day before it's all over for me, I get to see a Knicks playoff game in Madison Square Garden. You know, one of the great commissions in boxing, and I've been in boxing 50 years, and despite what some writers write from time to time, the New York State Athletic Commission, I think, has demonstrated what a commission should be that regulates the sport of boxing. Boxing is a dangerous sport, and the commission in New York has, by and large, done a great job of regulating the sport. And now with a new executive director of the New York State Athletic Commission, David Berlin, I think we look forward to even greater contributions to the sport of boxing by the New York State Athletic Commission. So it's a pleasure for me to bring to the microphone the executive director of the commission, David Berlin.
Thank you, Bob, and thank everyone for being here today. This is a great event, and really it's a big welcome to New York. With the commission, as Bob said, New York has a great commission. Dave Berlin, he's very fair, very firm, but he knows what's important for the fighter's safety. We just don't work with any promotional companies. We've been doing this business a long time too. But we will work anytime with Top Rank. With Bob Arum, I think we all should give him some love for the 50 years of dedication that he's given this sport. Let's give him some love. With Todd and the entire staff of Top Rank, one of my favorite people, and we've had a friendship that goes back for 30 years, is Carl Moretti. I think Carl Moretti is one of the people in boxing that is most knowledgeable, but with his education and everything that he has, he's an honor to do business with. Carl, we love you and thank you very, very much. I'd like to also introduce a couple of my guys from my office and my Director of Operations, Pat Sullivan, our Vice President, Mickey DeCesare. Please, just wave. Peter Nelson and HBO Network. I mean, what can you say? It's great that Peter's been positioned in where he is right now because he loves boxing, he knows boxing, he knows the good players, he knows the make-believe players, and his job, as he's been doing, is putting exciting fights together. So Peter, thank you. Just keep up the great work. Everybody tune in to HBO Saturday night because you're going to see a great event. WBO, great sanctioning body, a fair sanctioning body. We're glad to work with them. As Bob said, a dear friend of his, Joel Fisher from Madison Square Garden, I'd just like to share this. Sal Federico, who works with Joel, up until yesterday was trying to get me 8 VIP tickets. As we know, this fight is sold out. So it's a tribute to every fighter on here, on the card. New York City, who wouldn't want to fight here if you're a fighter? But I think that every fighter that's up here, doesn't matter what their record is, it takes a special person to get into that ring and fight. So I think that each one of us here today should give them our blessing for Saturday night. Let's hear it for them. And you, the press and the photographers that have a passion for this sport. As Bob said, you know, it takes an awful lot of work to put an effort like this together. And with the photographers, the writers, the media covering it, that's what makes the event sell out. But what also makes the event sell out is 2 warriors that are going to be fighting the main event. The champion, Terence Crawford, and his team, we want to thank them for giving the Lundy camp this opportunity. Boxing fans, New York, Madison Square Garden, the world, you're going to see a fight. You're going to see a great fight Saturday night. You couldn't ask for anything more. I think you're going to see 2 warriors where possibly it could be the fight of the year. That's what you could possibly see Saturday night. Let me tell you a little about my fighter, Hank Lundy. I turned him pro. He's been with me from the start. We've been together from the start. It's kind of unheard of in this boxing business when so much politics plays a spot with interference with fighters' promoters. There's not many relationships like this. What we have done is we've traveled a lot of heights. We've had a lot of bumps in the road, but Hank Lundy has persevered. He knows what his dream is. That's to be a world champion. Hank has never turned away from a fight. Never. He kind of shows me of one of our other fighters, Vinny Pazienza. When he signs a contract, he's going to show up, and he's going to give it everything he's got. He's taken some fights, very short notice. His last 17 fights, he's been in 13 different states and 2 different countries. But that hasn't stopped him at all. He's back with his team, his trainer, Charles Remy, who was his amateur coach. They know each other like good friends. I want to thank Charles for being a father figure beside a trainer to Hank. But what's the difference with this fight than the previous fights that Hank has had? Well, the difference is that he's had since December to train and get ready for this battle. He's had one of the best camps that he's ever had. So I think you're going to see, I know you're going to see a great fight, and you're going to see the real Hank Lundy because he's had time to get ready. So I want to announce, I'd like to recognize and bring up to the stage from the fighting city of Philadelphia, a true warrior, a true competitor, Philadelphia's own Hammer and Hank Lundy.
Everybody doing? First of all, I'd like to thank Top Rank, I'd like to thank people from HBO, Madison Square Garden, Team Crawford, Team Lundy. Listen, this fight is going to be electrifying, man. I just can't wait until Saturday night. I know Terence been training hard. We've been training hard. I've been training, since December. When they announced this fight, I was already on weight, preparing to fight for my, defend my WBC, Continental title. But now it's for the world title. Now this is what I've been fighting for, to make my, my family, my kids, take them and give them a different lifestyle in life. And I'm telling you, it's going to be war, man. I'm coming to win this world title. And this fight right here, my baby's going to be right there. I know your family's going to be right there. But this is the first time I'm going to battle in front of my 4 little queens. And God knows the electricity, every punch I hit you with, you're going to feel Philadelphia. You're going to feel my pain, my struggle. You're going to feel Hammer and Hank. And guarantee that night, I will be the new WBO world champion. All hard work and dedication. I can sit here and go on and on, talk your head off. But all I'm saying, the 27th of February, Hammer and Hank will be the new champion of the world. Thank y'all.
Look, fighters come from different places. We're used to fighters coming out of Philadelphia, big fight city. Used to fighters coming out of New York. We're used to fighters, particularly Hispanic fighters, coming out of Los Angeles. But it's rare that we have a fighter of the caliber of Terence Crawford coming out of a place like Omaha, Nebraska. But it just shows that with dedication and hard work, a talented young man, wherever he comes from, can reach it to the top. Terence was the Boxing Writers Association 2014 Fighter of the Year. He's the WBO World Champion at 140 pounds. But more important than that, he has become one of the stars of boxing. People talk about his fights in the past and his fights in the future because they like his work ethic, they like his style, and they like the way he performs in the ring. Outside the ring, we learn as we get to know the man what an exemplary person he is. We know the charity work that he does. We know the summers that he takes off to go to Africa to work with poor people in a charitable endeavor. He is truly a terrific young man and a great credit to the sport of boxing and the state of Nebraska. He's here with his co-managers, Cameron Duncan, and his co-manager and trainer, Brian McIntyre. I'd like to call Brian to the microphone to say a few words.
Yes, yes, yes.
The gifts that we got for Team. So first of all, I just want to say thank you, God, for giving Team Crawford the opportunity to come to New York and shine. Because that's one thing Terence is going to do. He's going to shine. Second, I want to thank Peter, congratulations on your new position. It's highly for you. I'm happy. I know you're going to do great things. I already hear that you changed things over there already with the new things. Third, top rank, Carl. Thank you guys for willing to come to New York and put Terrence on the big stage. Great job. I want to thank the team, Jackie Spice, Sal Viegas, Des Wolfen, we call him Dropper, the nutritionist, Pauline, Michelle. Just want to thank everybody, the security, Bonnie. I want to thank everybody. You know, I was going to take the low road and come and talk smack about the game. You know, I didn't blast me on Facebook but I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to see this opportunity to say that I am so excited to ground in tears for Terrence, sisters, mom, grandma. You know, I know I've been knowing them all of my life, but I'm just excited for y'all, Dad. I'm excited for the city get to come here and witness a good whooping Hank's about to take. I'm just excited all the way around. Now, as you can see these shirts are available for Hank and his team. But right now, I'm going to be this promoter and say, thank you.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.